You and me together, take on the world forever. I know all your secrets, and I promise you I'm gonna keep them. I'll be there when you are feeling clueless. You and me, oh yeah, we're seamless.
Hi everyone, today's video is going to be how to set up a leopard gecko vivarium. I hope you enjoy it. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is the vivarium. So the vivariums I use are 2 foot, which is perfect for an adult leopard gecko. Leopard geckos need long vivs rather than tall vivs, as they are ground dwelling and do not climb. I recommend one of the wooden ones like this, with sliding doors. They'll also need their heat source. Now leopard geckos get their heat from underneath their belly, so they will benefit a lot more from a heat mat rather than an overhead light like most other reptiles. So you can just get a heat mat like this and make sure it covers 1/2 of the vivarium so that they have their hot side and then their cool side. So as well as the heat mat, you are going to need a thermostat. Now this is vital to control the temperature that your heat mat is at. I just use this microclimate one, Mini Stat 100. You can get it on Amazon for about £30. You can change the temperature and there is always the green light when it's on. It is really easy and it is really reliable. I have one for this gecko and my other gecko, so I really do recommend this type of thermostat. So the next thing you're going to need is going to be a substrate. Now personally I recommend using paper towel or reptile carpet, as it is the cheapest and easiest and safest option. So paper towel is almost free. Reptile carpet is a little bit more expensive when you first get it, but it lasts a long time and is so easy. You can also use other things though, like a soil-based substrate, but please steer clear of sand, because sand is not safe for leopard geckos and can cause impaction. So I would definitely recommend sticking with paper towel. The next thing you're going to need is going to be hides. Now you're going to need a minimum of 2 hides. This is so that you can have one on the side of the heat mat so that your gecko can go to the hot side, and one on the cool side so that they can also have somewhere to hide there. You can have 3 hides, the third with moss in it for when they are shedding, but my geckos don't benefit from this and they do just fine without it. So they both have 2 hides each. However, 2 is the minimum, they have to have 2. Leopard geckos cannot only have 1 hide. I recommend 2 for 1 gecko, but putting 3 if you have more than 1 gecko. So the next thing you're going to need is going to be accessories for your gecko. Now this isn't really considered a necessity, because leopard geckos can just survive with the basics, but I completely recommend giving them some things to do, not only for enrichment, but so they don't get bored. And I always rearrange their stuff about every month when I clean them out so that they don't get bored. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. I just have in this log, this little bendy bridge, a plant and another little rock. I really do recommend putting a plant in of some sort. It doesn't have to be live, but plants like this work great because they provide somewhere for your gecko to hide and something for them to sit on. So I just put a little variety of things in for them, and you can just choose what you'd like to put in, but that is what I have in at the moment. And the final things you're going to need are your water dish, so that your pet always has fresh clean water, and your calcium bowl. Now a calcium bowl isn't a must, but I think it makes life a lot easier, especially with feeding, because you can just drop the bugs in and then feed. You don't have to worry about anything else or getting the calcium out for the bugs. So those are the last 2 things you're going to need. So if you have any questions about anything else for the Viv or anything at all, just comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. A couple more little things to say are, I would make sure that you always have a thermometer so that you can just put it on the heat mat and make sure that your heat is at the right temperature. I would also suggest checking the water every 2 to 3 days and checking the heat when you do that to make sure that it is staying at the right temperature for your gecko. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Sid, by the way, that's whose Viv I was just cleaning out. He was my first ever reptile and he is 2.5 years old. He's doing great. But yeah, so leave any comments below, and I hope this helped you set up your leopard gecko's home, and I hope you and your gecko have a nice, happy, long life together. Please comment, like and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye!